I heard a quote not too long ago that really kind of shook me, and I believe it's true. It says, someone asked the pastor, why don't millennials go to church? And he said, probably because they've already been before. Oh! It's Columbus Day, and we didn't know there was an Italian-American parade in the city. So we just saw this amazing parade, right down Fifth Avenue, which is super cool. And then we are in Central Park now. We're gonna have a nice little picnic. And so Lacey is getting ready, our little spot, and then we're gonna eat some food we brought from the house. Cheers for love.
Love.
So we got our bikes and we're headed to the Hudson Yards today. The Hudson Yards, so that's pretty cool. And this place is incredible. I don't know if you've ever been here, but like random 10-story mall with every shop you ever heard of. Let's go. What causes people to quit coming to church? What do people experience after they've given it a shot that makes them feel like it's not worth their time, or they'd rather be doing something else, or they just don't think it's valuable in general? I heard a quote the other day from a pastor who was asked, why don't millennials go to church? Why is it hard to keep millennials in church? And I think his answer was, because they've been before. They've come in, they've seen it, they've experienced it, and they sadly don't want anything to do with it. Now, I personally have seen a whole lot of people fall in love with Jesus, but get turned off by the church. I've seen young people come in and have an encounter with God that is very real and very deep, and then they see what the church professes, that the things that we claim we believe, and what we're all about, community and love and accepting each other and growing together and all the cool stuff. And after spending a little time in the trenches of church, they kind of throw their hands up and don't want anything to do with it. So this isn't a knock at the church, more or less, but I just think that we value things that the unchurched person doesn't value. Let me say it like this. I've never heard somebody quit church and the reason they gave for why they quit church was because, man, all those people in there had major sin problems that they were hiding from each other. I've never heard someone say, you know what, I used to go to that church, but I found out that the people I was running with, man, they were secretly looking at porn, or they were secretly, drinking or smoking weed or whatever. Like, I've never really heard anyone say that. But how many times have you and I both have heard people say, the reason I quit church is because people were so fake. And there was such this, masquerade of things that people profess and yet didn't live out. Most of the people that I know that don't want anything to do with church now had a run-in with a really ugly, nasty spirit of religion. something happened and they ran into a Christian that, believes everything in the Bible, knows how to worship, knows all the songs, knows when to say amen, when to clap, when to stand, how much to give in the offerings, all the stuff. But when push comes to shove, they were ugly and rude, and unloyal and mean-spirited and just nasty. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I think, like, people in my generation and younger see, that, like, we don't put enough emphasis on just being nice, good, quality people. And I heard something from an old youth pastor mentor, and I'm gonna leave you with this. People don't care what you know until they know how much you care. And the more I think about that over the years, the more real that is. People really don't care about what you know until they really know how much you care for them. And so, just my thoughts randomly as I'm walking around today, running into people. So I don't know about you, but I'm really trying to become the kind of person that I would like to see more of in the church. So let's be cool to one another. Let's love one another. And I don't know. Just my thoughts today.